Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Ken Bozak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Ken Bozak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Ken bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. 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 Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high.
Oh my God.
Yep. Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get your Ken Bozak.
And we're live, bros.
Live. How are you?
I'm
How do you
well.
feel?
I feel good, man. I hit the gym yesterday and it didn't kill me. I got 8 hours of sleep for the first time in forever, and I went out to eat breakfast like an adult. I feel different, man. Miami's making me a whole new Ken.
This is a different Miami than a lot of people are used to. But our guest, we have a special guest, Pete.
The creator.
Is that his name? The creator? Or is this Tyler the creator?
No, Pete the creator, bro. The creator of Imposter Punks Chapter 1. And I will start the show off by saying completely biased. I bought mint number 1. So I own the pack mint number 1. So I'm just pumping my bags with Pete.
Not
here.
surprised.
If anybody's interested.
You're all about the pump and dump.
I'm all about it. No, dude. I was talking to Stash about this the other day, and it kind of like hit me different. I kind of didn't like it at first, and the more I looked at it, the more I kind of liked it, and now I don't know. I own a bunch of them, so it won me over within a day, which was pretty fun. I exactly came across, and I was just like, and then I saw some. I was like, all right, some of these really speak to me. I want this one, and I hunted it down. I got the one I wanted, and then I got a pack. And I wanted to talk to Pete about this. So, Pete, if you don't mind, introduce yourself a little bit. Maybe let people know, a little bit about who you are, maybe how you got into crypto, and what led you to what you're doing with Imposter Punks.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so Imposter Punks, first project my first NFT project that's been structured and thought through. I got into NFTs just earlier this year, off the back of just an article I think I was reading, Ferocious, something about him. I thought, what are these NFTs? So I thought just check it out, dug a bit deeper, and ended up on Ethereum. Dropped a few little characters like the chatting rubbish. The crypto miners, which is chapter 2, which is coming out. I did a few of those on Rarible and then a couple on OpenSea originally. But where I was new to the space, I was just sort of dropping them one by one. And as I was reading more into things, I thought, you can get smart contracts and it all becomes a bit of a bigger thing if you put your mind to it and want to make it into a project, if that makes sense. So I started looking a bit into smart contracts, and then things like gas fees and that, it just sort of killed it for me. So I was looking at other blockchains and stumbled upon Wax and thought that's the one, and looked a bit more into that. Nifty Blocks was really what has made it possible in terms of the setup that those guys have got and offer. So other than that, it would have been hard. If you don't know all the sort of back-end code stuff, you're struggling a bit, I'd say. But with what they've got on offer, it's what
So you're enjoying Wax more than Ethereum, it sounds like.
Yeah, 100%. Love it.
100%. So would you be...
What's the thing that you love most?
Which what?
What's the thing that you love most about it? The biggest difference?
I like the blends and the fact that it offers a lot of stuff like that. Like Ethereum's literally just get your NFTs out there and shill them. But I think, there are big projects like the Bored Apes and that, and they've done a lot more with it, gating entry to websites and stuff. I think that's pretty cool, but I think you can do that on any, it's not specific to the Ethereum blockchain at all. Whereas they don't do blends or anything like that. I think that's like a really cool addition to my project, especially because I wanted it to be like a journey. It started with a narrative, and I was sort of thinking, let's make it more than just series. How could I sort of link all these things together, but offer something different each time? So there's 10 chapters, and it follows the imposter punks through the journey, but you don't necessarily see them again. It's more about who they meet and what they come across. So each chapter will offer something new.
I just bought a pack live on air, posted the link in the chat for anybody interested in picking up a pack themselves. And I'll give away this pack towards the end of the live stream. So stick around if you want a chance to win a pack of the Imposter Punks. They're only $20, and they're all mint one of ones, which I thought, people may enjoy the opportunity to get their own little mint one of one of something for only $20.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think projects like yours are pretty well served on Wax, like you said, with the blendable stuff. I mean, I think a lot of projects on ETH, they know that, but there's such a collector population there too, from I guess the original punks. I think that's some of what kind of has gone into the Bored Ape community, I think, with some of the punk community, but I don't know. There's still contention there at points.
Well, the blending's what really pushed me over that tipping point, the gamification, being able to play with them, right? It's not just, it's not just, an NFT. It's a gamified NFT, something I can play with. I can blend these accessories and, have fun with my NFTs rather than just buy, sell. I can actually buy, play, and sell.
Yeah, it turns it into a toy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of projects like Dutchy even, I think, uses a lot of good blendable stuff. I think anything with this utility needs to be on something like Wax. You need to kind of have an incredible understanding of smart contracts if you're going to do some of that stuff on ETH. Not average people can just go on ETH and be like, all right, I want this thing that does this thing when this thing happens. It's not something that anybody can just do. You have to be kind of a programmer, and even then, I don't know. I mean, we've seen projects that have done similar things, and it's not the same as what you can do.
They're sort of so hard to, it's so hard to get, unless you know one, you're not going to find one. Do you know what I mean? Because they're in such high demand. Whereas I think Wax definitely gives you that opportunity to do it yourself. And I mean, I keep singing their praises, but Nifty Blocks, I mean, Juan there, I think you guys have met him.
Yep, he's been on the show.
Yeah. And he's, top bloke.
Yep.
Literally bend over backwards to help you. And really appreciate everything he's done to get the project up and help me get it up and running. Because, as I said, without Nifty Blocks, it's impossible to sort of offer all the one of ones. There's a pool of 2,000 token NFTs all in a pool, and they're just randomly drawn. So I wanted to sort of make it so that all the low numbers couldn't be taken straight away. And, so it's random distribution basically, so that no one can go in and just pick all the aliens or all the apes and think, get all them straight away and then just kill the project then, I suppose.
Right. No, you're right. Yeah, the NFT is awesome for like being able to set up a project, especially as an independent. You don't need to have like an entire team of people. You could just, be an independent creator and just reach out to that project, and the team over at Nifty, they'll help you out. And I love that you're, basically encouraging people to get into the space by just, again, highlighting, it isn't easy, but it also isn't that hard as well. It's well worth the effort, and I'm just curious, like, where do you see this going for yourself moving forward? Do you kind of see like maybe reinvesting some of the profits from the sales into like more of a gamified experience? Like, do we see like an Imposter Punks game in the future, or I'm just curious, like, where do you want to take this?
In my mind, I've got a full roadmap through all the 10 chapters and beyond. So there is an end goal, and it does involve, let's just say, I don't want to give too much away, but if you've got a chapter 1 NFT at the end of chapter 10, you'll be in a good position to sort of utilize it in what's coming next.
So start collecting now. And you got 10 chapters already in the works. Second one's already, you said, almost done?
It's almost all the characters are pretty much there. They're the little crypto miners. So the narrative is that chapter 1 is imposters come down. They want to explore the blockchain, find out what all this fuss is about with NFTs.
The chapter 1 punks are halfway sold out, so congratulations, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming together. I think I sort of intentionally did it this way by dropping it without a massive hype and wanted to just use the actual NFTs as marketing tools, if you like, and sort of build a community that way rather than aiming for a big sellout on the first drop. And I think over time, when people sort of understand the projects, it's not instantly obvious. Like, not everyone knows that every single imposter punk is a one of one.
Yeah, I didn't have, and that's like I said, I had the first impression wasn't what it was, so I had to look more into it after I got off the air with Stash. And as soon as I started seeing those exact things where every pack had a one of one, the rarities and attributes were very well thought out, and the blendability, just to be able to make it unique, and play with it, and yeah, it was definitely different from the first perspective of it than like first digging into it. So yeah, the more people dig into this, the more they're gonna like it. And I think you're right. You don't have to oversell it. It kind of sells itself once people figure out like how cool it is.
Definitely, and that's cool. Yeah, that's sort of what I had in mind. And then I think as the chapters progress, more people might get involved because they might happen to like the crypto miners characters, but they might think, oh well, that's just another punk ripoff or an old punk project. But when chapter 2 comes into play and all these new characters are there, then they might think, oh yeah, they're quite cool, and then read a bit of the backstory and think, oh, how does that relate to chapter 1? And I wanted people to sort of do a bit of research themselves and not just say, this is it.
Yeah, I'm
going to tell everything about the project. So like all the attributes, for example, they're only listed on the website. So if you want to find out how many, like what the number of all the traits are and what each attribute is, you need to go to imposterpunks.com to find out that information. And I've got a Telegram group that's starting to fill up a bit, which is cool, and nice community in there, which, they're all willing to help. And
I like that a lot. That's why I got into the Nifty Wizards NFTs pretty much. I was like, they're community-oriented NFTs. If you're not a part of the community, you may not know something about that NFT that other people may know. So you look at it and go, why is it worth this much? And you're probably going to have to join the community to figure that out, because you're not just going to get that from the metadata.
It's true. And knowledge is power. So it's like you're giving these early adopters that are knowledgeable of the project power in the future within the community. So I think it's kind of interesting.
Definitely. And I think one of the sort of goals I'm trying to achieve is to bring over and convert collectors from Ethereum, get them onto Wax, because it's a project that they can relate to because they understand it. They understand the traits, the attributes, and how that sort of increases the value of an individual NFT. Whereas, some people on Wax, if they used to do, the trading cards and things like that, they're not necessarily, they need to ask the question and say, well, how do I know if this is rare? But that's cool. That's what makes the conversation start in the Telegram.
Well, a lot of Ethereum artists, they want to make $20,000 on one NFT. They don't want to sell 20,000 NFTs for $20. They want 40 grand in their pocket and for one. You know what I mean? Like they don't understand the power of prints or revisions or additions, or they just and I think it's because of the incapabilities of Ethereum as an NFT marketplace for artists, where like the gas fees and the minting fees and all these really inherently deter you from doing prints of things. One of ones is really all most people could afford to do. So it's like, hey, I can't mint 1 million of these and sell them for $1, so I'm going to mint one of them and sell it for $1 million. But what you're doing, I think, may be a great example, not only gamifying your NFTs with these smart contracts, with like blending and all this other like burning and things, but we could also show people in the Ethereum world that, mass producing their art isn't necessarily a bad thing. People do enjoy having mass-produced collectible pieces of art, and that's the majority. The minority, the 1%ers with big pockets, maybe they're cool with buying one of ones from an artist who only makes one piece of art a year. But that's a very small group of people that you have to really, catch as an artist, when you could just catch the world as collectors.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I think Twerky's a good example of getting the best of both worlds. I mean, he's nailed it on Ethereum, and with his and also on Wax as well.
We love Twerky, by the way.
Yep, Twerky knew to play in both playgrounds and make friends everywhere, and I feel like that's another inspirational layer. Let me move this over here. Is not having to be a maximalist as an artist or a maximalist as a collector. Investors, fine, let them be maxis. That's what investors do. But I don't see anybody as a Pokemon maximalist. That just isn't a thing. You just play Pokemon. All right, cool. And to see Twerky, showing people that you can also have collectors in both blockchains, and now maybe hopefully more. There's so many. I would love to see Twerky on Binance or Cardano or Tron or Hive, and just keep it going. I don't see why not. I think that the maximalism doesn't have to breathe into the artistic NFT side of crypto. And I love that you kind of done that. Are you gonna now? That all said, though, do you see yourself using Ethereum, and how would you use Ethereum NFTs if you were to make an NFT collection on Ethereum again?
I think for me at the moment it's all about Wax. I think the way the project's structured with the chapters opens it up to the potential of maybe moving a chapter. They could jump blockchains somehow, could introduce it that way. But I mean, the idea at the moment is that everything is just going to stay on Wax. There are a few crypto miners that are on Ethereum already, but I've got a bit of a plan. If I sort of class them as my original collectors, they're the people who bought the first work that I ever put on Ethereum. But I mean, I've factored them in. I can airdrop them stuff and do different things to get them involved at some stage. But I mean, at the moment, the focus is solely on Wax. I'm just looking forward to exploring all the different things you can do on Wax. Do you know what I mean? Through the chapters, and not every chapter of the project's going to have 2,000 one-of-ones. So like the next chapter does, but chapter 3 doesn't. Chapter 4 won't. 5, different things will happen as the way the bridges are being built. You probably won't have to do much on Ethereum for your Wax NFTs to find their way to Ethereum. A lot of bridges are being designed for this specifically, so you could just keep doing what you're doing on Wax, and then maybe somebody will build a smart contract that can maybe not be facilitated on EOS or Wax for some reason, maybe only facilitates that smart contract, on Ethereum due to whatever complexity.
and then I could take a bridge with my imposter punks to Ethereum to then utilize those more complex smart contracts. So that could kind of just be a side game of the game. I don't think like most people are going to have to do too much on Ethereum because the bridge will just be there for people that want to build those environments. Like I could see more people are going to want to build around what you're doing. I could easily. It's out of your control, right? Like it's once your NFTs are out there, people can start to utilize them. And what I would like to say is maybe put this out there since the chat's still going nuts about twerky and butts. Is with blending, it is possible that twerky could do a imposters twerky series on their own collection, and then if I have an imposter twerky and an imposter punk, I could blend them together for, an imposter twerky punk of some hybrid. And that level of gamification can be done with or without creators' participation or permission. And I think that's the real fun side of this is like all the things that can be done with this art that's really out of your control. And people are just going to want to build more ways to play with their toys.
Power to the people.
Somebody did an elbow call. Oh, that was Miss Teen Crypto. It looks like a dab, but when it comes in text, it just looks silly.
It looks silly. Come on, don't elbow cough.
It says elbow cough, but I'm pretty sure they mean dab.
Oh yeah, yeah, I get it. Your new thing should be doing dabs on air. By the way, is that a real beard, Pete?
It's a real beard.
I don't know, man.
That's a
We're
real
talking about
nice
this before the
beard,
show.
Not convinced. I just stuck it on just to match Ken.
Is there? Do you kind of see yourself in any of your creations?
I have made a crypto miner as myself.
That's cool. That's cool. I just with the hat and the sunglasses and stuff, I felt like maybe there was a connection there.
Just thought I'd come on brand.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Somebody got the pack I just dropped. Just gave away a pack. I see they have a bunch of Yoshi drop coins in their wallet, so I'm happy they were the one who
Yoshi
won.
drops.
It's always good to see somebody who supports the man, shut up. I'm recording a podcast, man.
Yo, we're talking about the community. What are they doing, Ken?
Being rude.
Damn, they gave you an extra one. Dude.
That was a little, they're watching in the car right now.
They had an insult.
They're
to
using
injury.
sound location to find me.
Everyone's watching. That's a good thing.
Nah, they're trying to
The world is
pinpoint my
watching.
location by using sound and watching the live stream.
I'm gonna tell them where you're at. No, that's how they found Shia LaBeouf.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's how they find Shia LaBeouf shit, bro. Just beeping horns around the live stream. Man.
That's awesome. All right, yeah, they got you. You better lock that door, dude. People are about to come in.
Oh, it's locked.
I've one. This is the question, kind of burning in everybody's hearts and minds at the moment. I believe is, when can Bozak imposter punk? Is there a possibility of that happening?
Chapter 4, maybe.
Chapter 4. We can talk.
Maybe I could be the 20th one. That way it's 420. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh. Sounds nice.
We'll make it happen.
It's got a good ring to it.
I like the little purple-haired miner punk over in Chapter 2.
Maybe you have to do something with get a certain Chapter 2 one to get the 420 one.
Lots of options. That's the joy
There's
of
so
WAC.
many options.
That's it.
Yeah, this is why I had to get the mint number 1 pack. I was like, yeah, I'll definitely do a collab with these guys. I love the gamification of it. It's not just, a static JPEG that was used as an NFT. There's so much effort that you put into the back end of this, bro. It's pretty impressive. And I respect you for that.
Yeah, mate, yeah. I think more went into the actual planning and the narrative than a lot went into the visuals, but do you know what I mean? It was sort of thinking more about how it could work as a project and how I could sort of take it through all these chapters and introduce new things. And I think that's where the fun part is, in addition to obviously sort of doing the artwork. I enjoy that massively, but I think just bringing it all together, it's just quite a cool, fun thing to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that some of the designs of your stuff is really unique too. Are you happy that you can actually, in some ways, be in a position for the community to build your project? And I think that's what you did by not having like a lot of big promotion behind it, right?
Yeah, I think
Fine.
that's quite an important thing, I think, and I think that way you're sort of attracting people who are genuinely interested in what you're doing, whereas I think if you, I might be wrong, but if you've got a massive hype and a big budget and you knock something out and promote the shit out of it, people might sort of think, well, I want that because it's a big deal, you know what I mean? It's someone is backing it or it's big or whatever, whereas I think with this, it needs to grow and build. I think people like being in from the start. I think that's what I've noticed. Like people are sort of like proud to be in early, and that's quite cool.
Yeah, it's very grassroots.
Very grassroots. Speaking of grassroots.
Yeah, I'm surprised that it didn't sell out. You know what I mean? Like usually when you see projects like this, there's always somebody on the team that just buys their own shit. You know what I mean? And like lists it on the secondary market, and then they just make double their own money.
I think I dropped it last Wednesday, so it's been going just over a week, and there's like 150 sales on the drop.
Nice.
So like I was over the moon with that. No one really knew about this other than the little community that I started building, which is sort of nearly 300 people now. Which hopefully I'll just keep going and going, and as the journey continues, we'll be taking over.
Let me grab a link to the atomic market, secondary market over here. So there's a link to the secondary market. I see packs, promo stickers, and the imposter punks. And obviously, if I bring this over here, you can see everything's a mint number 1. You see the lowest price is $16.03. Highest price is always going to be just a huge number. So this one's $14,616.09. Is this an alien? Yes, it is an alien. It has 3 types of traits. So yeah, the aliens are pretty covenant. Let me see and I love that you have the filters. So if you're looking on the chat when you're on Atomic Hub, you're trying to find something specific, you can look right here on the side and you can find the alien or ape that you're looking for specifically. And there's an ape here with number 5 traits. So what do you think? Is it better to have like less traits or more traits?
Less. Well, there's a couple in there. I think there's like 5 in there that are just completely naked. They've got no traits whatsoever. It's just a little imposter character.
It's risky.
And I think one of them's an alien. So I reckon that is probably the rarest of them all.
The naked alien?
Who doesn't love a good naked alien? I've
it.
always said that too. We've said that in private to each other before, Ken. I'm pretty sure you remember what I'm talking about. The time that naked alien was there, I guess. I ruined it. Sorry.
This guy.
I spoiled the inside joke.
Something
I
to do
love
with
these.
probing.
I want. Okay. You don't have to tell him the details.
But yeah, 0 and 6.
All I had to say is Ken and I both had to wash our hands after that night. That's all I got to say.
So yeah, I'm just looking and I'm trying to find somebody with less attributes. I found one with 2 attributes, a beanie and a backpack.
The beanie in the backpack.
I think some of them, like if we've got, like I quite like it if they're sort of themed color-wise and all that type of thing. Do you know what I mean? So it could have 3 traits, which is fairly common, but it could just look cool. Like it could all be same color backpack, same color trousers, same color hat.
Oh yeah, where everything matches. That's cool. Yep, I see one here where the pants match the backpack.
And some of them look a bit, they look like, I don't know, someone like the village people or whatever, with a little police hat and that, if you can relate them to things like that, then I think things like, that might give certain characters a little edge, give them a bit of a, rarity might be determined just by their appearance, regardless of how many attributes they've got.
That's true too, yeah.
It's a cool zombie, like just with a little red beanie hat on, and zombie eyes. Like that's things like that are quite cool. And there's number 425, which no one's pulled yet, but that's what I'm waiting for. That's my favourite one. I'm not going to tell you what it is,
If
But
you, I was gonna say, if you do, it'll affect the market.
I'm gonna wait till it comes out.
I'm just picking up some of these here stickers, the promo stickers, because they're like a nickel or 3 cents, and I have an addiction for cheap NFTs. Like I just love penny NFTs. So as soon as I see an NFT like under a nickel, I'm just like, oh, I'm buying one of everything.
There's quite a few of them. I thought, yeah, stuck a few stickers in the Telegram group. So it's amazing how many people join your Telegram group when you drop a free sticker.
Yeah, even me, I'll join. Fuck it, I'll sell out for a sticker real quick.
You're not gonna comment though.
No,
You're like, I will not comment in your group. I will join though. You'll see my face.
I'm not the kind of guy who joins and then leaves right away though. At least I'll stick around.
That's true. That's true. I like to creep in all the chats and kind of see what people are talking about. They don't know I'm there.
Teammate. No? Interesting.
Stealth mode.
So I do see this one sticker, and this is kind of like the thing I brought up to Stash when he brought this to my attention. You know, the sticker says, "There are imposters among us." Are you worried about any kind of like IP or trademark problems from, you know, a company like, you know, this, or do you think that you're falling so far like into the parody law that it's not going to be a problem?
Yeah, I don't see any issues with it. I mean, I did look into it at the start. That's probably the closest thing to their IP, because the fact it does say Among Us on that sticker, but it was a free sticker. So do you know what I mean? It's like, I think I'm not passing off. There's no confusion that this project as a whole, like these characters they're not going to confuse people to think that this is the Among Us game or affiliated with it in any way.
Right,
so
right.
It's a pastiche. It's sort of my interpretation of it, you know, and I think from what I've looked into, my understanding is, you know, it's not going to impact on any revenue that Among Us are making. So therefore, there's so many different, it's such a deep subject, but I'm, confident that over the course of the project and that it won't have any impact on it whatsoever.
All right, yeah. As soon as I realized it wasn't called like Among Us punks, I was like, oh yeah, it's imposters. Like it all started to kind of click at one. But I was originally like concerned because that's what we've, you know, me and Nathan have talked about this before with like DC and Marvel going after even like artists that are like, you know, kind of licensed artists by them to do like legit DC or Marvel art, kind of just getting in trouble because they've done some like independent NFT work. But it was like legit, it wasn't parodized. And as soon as I realized like the amount of like level of parody that there is involved to this, I'm with you. I don't think that there would be a problem, but it's just such a bummer to think like when you see something like this, it's always like, that's to me, my first concern is like, oh, I wonder if they're going to get in trouble. Because like everybody gets in trouble for everything these fucking days.
That's it. But I think it goes on how much you actually take from another company's brand, I guess. Whereas I've sort of, the shape of my characters and the fact that they're called imposters derives from the Among Us game. But the rest of the graphics all the graphics are my own. I've not taken any of their stuff, you know.
And if anything, they're looking at it as just like, you know, probably it's just like cool thing that gets them more attention anyway.
They encourage fan art. I mean, it is a big part of their brand anyway. So I think, you know, it's all on their website. They're keen for people to do their own thing as long as they're not selling and really just passing off as official merchandise, if you know what I mean, and that sort of thing. So.
Right. Are we gonna have any blendable like fucking actual imposters where like, you know, the mouths are all open and they're like aliens? Is there gonna be like a blendability or some kind of like layer to, you know, being able to find out which one of these imposters are imposters, or are they all alien imposters?
So these are all imposters.
So it's they're all those crazy aliens underneath that mask.
That's it, yeah. And
they're all a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Are you afraid of bears? That's I think everybody's wondering. Are you afraid of bears?
Me?
Yeah. I just want to do like a quick. I have a few questions personally.
I've met a bear.
No, you're not afraid of bears?
I've never met one. I don't know. Never seen one.
Not like a human bear, like a in the wild.
No,
You said I've never met one.
no. I think, yeah, I think I did.
Any chance of there being a bear imposter punk ever? A bear flavored punk?
Oh, there's apes. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can incorporate all kind of things.
Oh yeah, if the community want imposter
They want
bear,
it. They want
Yeah.
it. Imposter bear, just say it. It sounds amazing. Imposter bear. It's beautiful.
I'll
It has a
certainly
ring
want
to it.
imposter bear.
Ken, don't you want an imposter bear?
I mean, I don't not want one.
It's growing on you.
If it was a free sticker of an imposter bear,
He loves free stickers.
Well, he's already working on chapters, so I wanted to dig a little bit into chapter 2 because you can clearly see the night and day difference. These ones look more like Earthlings chilling on Earth after the imposters landed or something. What's going on in chapter 2, bro?
chapter 2. Yeah, basically, the imposters are ready. They've got their disguises on. They need to get on the blockchain. So we've got the crypto miners who are digging them a tunnel. They're digging them onto the blockchain. So that's what they're doing with the little pickaxes there. These are actually little animated GIFs. So these little characters, they mine, they pick, hit the ground.
Oh, so they'll be mining. What are they mining? Anything proactively? Is there like a mineable functionality, or is it more just like the visual graphic?
Just a visual graphic, but there will be certain things that could potentially be dug up as little extras as part of that chapter, which will all be revealed in due course. Not giving much away, but
I know, and I'm trying to be polite and not want to dig into it, but I'm also like, damn it, bro, you're really
Just tell
making
me.
it hard for me not to be a jerk and be like, just tell me more.
Just tell me
that's
already.
what I'm trying to achieve. Just trying to get that intrigue there, innit? You know?
Yeah,
You're a very
it's-
mysterious man, my friend.
It's there and it's working, damn it.
Yeah.
You have your sunglasses and your hat. You're very incognito.
Yeah, the bucket cap really sells it. I'm like, this dude knows what's up.
I could see you at a phone booth, kind of secret
Yeah.
calls in a voice that's not really yours. You know, is this something that you do from time to time? Do they have phone booths anymore? What the fuck?
In the UK, most of them are smashed up and graffiti, but there's still a few about.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they're all urinals now without toilets in them. They're just like
Drug booths.
Yeah,
They're-
drug booths.
Yeah.
Yeah. you don't go in there basically. Don't go in there barefoot, especially.
So chapter 2, potentially has some level of gamification to that, art that is, the mining and all. And will they have any interactions with each other though? Will like chapter 1, imposter punks, and chapter 2, imposter punks, have any kind of like blending or anything to do with each other at the moment?
Not at the moment. So basically, it will come into play at some stage of the journey, and sort of each chapter will introduce, say, blends if they form part of that chapter. But when we get to chapter 10, if people have still got NFTs from chapter 2, 3, 4, there'll be a purpose for all of them.
So the question I know is, and Nathan says this all the time, but then asks about bears and shit. The question
the important stuff.
The question I do know that is burning in every single viewer's mind is when stake. So have you reached out to like Our Planet and had any kind of conversation with them about staking the imposter punks?
I've not yet, but I get it probably every day. People saying Wednesday and in Telegram.
I didn't want to ask, man. I just had to because I knew they wanted me to.
Because then your miners become actual miners. And
That's
it's
true.
kind of like, it takes it to that level of them being functionally like what they kind of say they are, but for real.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not something I'm ever going to rule out. But my focus at the moment is just sort of cracking on and getting the project out, building the following, get chapter 1 sold out, chapter 2 sold out. Might be more of a realistic thing to think about at that stage.
Who's your artist? Do you make all the art yourself, or do you work with a few different artists?
No, it's just me.
Oh wow! So you're doing the art, the minting, you're doing it all on your own, eh?
Yeah, one-man band.
Fuck, bro. Like, your respect level just went up a couple notches because I do half of that shit and it's already too much work.
Yeah, it's a fair bit, but I suppose it's all the layers, isn't it? And then you can just sort of, once you've got all the layers, just knock out all the
That
characters.
might, yeah, I guess it might be easier to be the artist and all in one because, yeah, you can kind of set yourself up to just run it out like an assembly and just have everything ready to go. I'm usually stuck waiting on artists for certain things and revisions and stuff like that.
We can be slow at times.
Yeah, it holds up the whole production when, the artists want to take a random day off.
We like randomness. We like freedom. We like birds, cows,
Yeah.
even.
Dude, my artist takes a day off and like, oh, what's wrong? Are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm going fishing. I'm like, what the fuck? You could have just told me you were sick. You could have said you don't feel good. No, I'm going fishing.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught, bro?
Me?
Yeah.
I was in a newspaper. I caught a fish that,
Fuck out of here. No, you weren't.
Yes, it's serious. When I was a kid, dude. I don't remember exactly what's up. I just remember seeing it in the paper. My mom showed me. It was in, I think, dude, I don't even remember the paper. My mom would know for sure.
You gotta find
Miggy,
that clip.
Whoever's watching, y'all got my mom's number. Just text her.
Dig it up, dude.
Everybody met my mom last couple weeks ago at the event, so they all got my mom's
She's
number.
cool.
But yeah, I caught a really
Was it a
big
bass?
fish. It might have been a weak fish. No, it wasn't. We were going weak fish fishing, the fishies
It's a
that.
weak fish.
The fish is so weak that when you reel it in, its cheek usually rips, so it's hard as shit to get it in the boat. They be weak fish, bro.
Weak fish? That's some Philly shit. These are weak ass fish. Throw rocks at it. That's how you were raised.
Oh shit! We went out on a boat though for 4 hours. I caught a fish. They took a picture. It became a thing. It was great. We ended up, I think, getting the fish for free that day or something.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Why buy the cow when you can get the fish for free?
My mom has it somewhere. It was a thing. It was so funny that you asked that, dude. I used to go fishing all the time in Pennypack Park in Philly, and the cops on horses would chase us all the freaking time, bro. It was a thing. What about you, Pete?
Give us
you go
that
fishing,
fish,
bro.
As a kid, I did a bit of fishing. Yeah.
What's your favorite fish?
Like a perch.
Oh, I love a good perch.
Yeah.
Do you have northern pike over there? What country you in, bro?
In the UK.
UK. What does that mean? I always hear the UK. What city are you near?
I'm near Southampton. You ever heard of Southampton? Right at the bottom of England.
Okay. No, I haven't heard of. Okay, but I kind of a better understanding, I guess. That's cool. What's England like?
Wet.
What? You ever been to the US?
Only to Florida as a kid. Went to Disneyland.
I just went to Universal Studios the other day, bro, and I got a Harry Potter wizard wand from Universal. It was right next to Disney.
Oh, you're a wizard, Ken.
I am a legit wizard now. Licensed to wand magic, bro.
Have you put any magic on anybody?
No, I haven't had to use it, man.
I haven't had to use it?
I haven't had to use it.
Shit, don't break into that apartment.
So I guess, Pete, the thing I'm curious about is, what collections are you really into? You know what I mean? Is there anything, me, myself, as I create a lot of NFTs, so I get excited when I see other NFTs that, I want to buy because I can't, I want to buy my own, but I don't feel right buying my own, and I feel like you probably feel the same way. Damn, I want to buy my own shit, but I don't feel right buying my own shit. So is there anybody else's shit that you buy to fill that void?
When I first started, I really liked the Crypto Geisha stuff. Have you seen that on Ethereum?
No, actually, I don't use Ethereum at all. It's dead. It's been dead to me for 2 years.
That's
Ken's a waximalist.
Well, I'm not a waximalist. I'm just an anti-ether. You can have $1 million and you still can't afford to use Ethereum. That's just too expensive. And I also say friends don't let friends pay gas. When you get in your friend's car and you ask them for a ride, they don't ask you for gas money. when you go to buy your friend's art, they don't ask you for gas money. So I don't sell art on Ethereum.
It's that old adage, gas, grass, or ass, no one rides for free. Have you ever heard that? It's like on bumper stickers and shit.
Yeah, those people
I think
are
that's
assholes. I don't get in those
the
cars.
total assholes. They're the same as you don't have nuts on your truck and you don't have that sticker. All right.
But yeah, so you buy Ethereum NFTs from you said Geisha?
Geisha.
I did when I first started. I started out on Ethereum, so it's like the crypto Geisha, and then this guy who does these. They're called Rarebit bunnies, and they're quite cool. I think.
I know those.
Years ago, I think they did an Easter. He did an Easter thing with Wax, so I think he is maybe making that jump across. But I mean, at the moment, I've literally just done my blinkers on, head down, getting this out. So I will lift my head up and have a little look around the Atomic Hub market.
Do you indulge at all, by any chance? Do you indulge?
Doing it not for a long time.
Why not? Very interesting.
Just be making NFTs, aren't I?
You're just too busy making NFTs to get high.
So here's the problem. Ready? I get high and then I fuck all my NFTs up. I got like 6 typos out there in the world now, and it frustrates me beyond belief. So
I put out the first one, so like I started this. That typo still haunts me. I think about it sometimes.
So many typos.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I have so many more now, but then I.
Are you afraid? Are you afraid that if you get high, the punk will come out all weird, or?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no. I mean, I'm up for it. Just I'm my dad now. Responsibilities.
Oh well, congrats.
Congrats, by the way. How many kids you got?
Just the one.
Just the one. Cool. That's cool, man. Is this do you see as NFTs as a way where people can kind of like maybe start to gain freedom with their families, but also support them at the same time and just have more fun?
It's massive. It opens up so much more time. Like, because you spend your time doing things you want and enjoy. You're not spending time sort of working for someone who's just going to piss you off and make you work late or do stuff that's just going to make you annoyed. So when you get home to wife and kids, you're in a bad mood or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You want to give them your best.
That's it. Yeah. But I suppose if you're making art all day, and
it's easy if you've been like fulfilling your purpose.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you light up when you talk about that, man. I could tell that you really love your family.
Yeah, spot on.
Is this what you're doing this for? Is this to kind of help you get that next step taken care of?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I think like I said, when I sort of read that original piece, it was definitely something with Ferocious in it. I thought, like, do you know what I mean? That's like he's 18, 19 years old.
18, yeah.
Yeah, and he's just, I mean, what he does is quality, don't get me wrong. It deserves everything he's in, you know what I mean? It's up there. But it just made me think like that, like anyone can achieve what they want to achieve if they put their mind to it. And where this is, I'm a designer, that's what I've done all my life. So I just thought it fits. Let's do it.
How difficult was the process? I was just curious. Yeah, how difficult was that process to go from like what you were used to doing, or whatever, to doing like the NFTs as an artist and minting it and listing it and all the technicalities, like what would you kind of rate that like on-ramping process or experience?
Well, for me, it was fairly seamless in that I sort of was doing this, but just for clients, like this type of thing for clients. And then if I was sort of doing their websites and things like that, then, there's a technical element there. So I had a bit of knowledge on that front, but getting deep into the old smart contracts and stuff, that's another level. I mean, but yeah, just creating art, I just did it in the same way as I've always done it. Almost like gave myself a brief and answered the brief.
It's natural to you.
Yeah.
Now, how are you handling this right now? Is everything like trademarked, or are you incorporated, Lice LLC? Are you looking to become like a company, or
as in an Imposter Punks company?
Right, exactly. Like making it like an actual business, and like I say, trademarked and like licensed or whatever.
To be honest, I've not really given it that much thought. Like, I think see where things go. You know, if it blows up, then it might sort of think, yeah, why not? People are up for it.
Yeah, people keep asking me that, so I figured I'd ask you to see where you were at with it, because I'm with you. Like, I don't even consider it. Like, I just do what I do.
Yeah, I think that's it. You just sort of do it, don't you? And then, I don't know.
Right.
It sounds like hard work.
Sounds like extra
You know
work
you're doing
for
something
no
right.
reason.
But if something just kind of takes over and becomes automatic, like you shouldn't have to force things, you know. If you're like in a job or a lifestyle or even a mindset where you just got to kind of force things to work every day, you're not in the right spot. So I think a lot of artists like yourself, one thing I see, like no matter what the project or how it's going, I see this hope and these kind of aspirations being realized once again that we kind of maybe put out of our mind in the past. And a lot of us are going like, no, I can actually fucking do this. And I'm actually doing it right now, so it can only get better, you know?
D&B in the chat said,
mind, right?
Nate, your hair is on point. Love it. And D&B says, I look really good with pink on. So thank you, D&B. Much love.
We're both we're like our best selves today. We look phenomenal, I feel like.
Well,
wait till I'm in Miami soon. We're going to do some photos together. We're going to do some cuddling photo shoots.
Well, I stood up
Soft
Pete
pillows.
the other day, so I had to get all dialed up and look good for him today because this is a makeup podcast, if y'all didn't know. But, yeah, man. Are you interested in, like, working with other artists, though? So if other company, or not other company, but other, like, maybe artists or people who manage artists or maybe Nathan himself, right? If other people wanted to work with you, are you interested in having like a series or a chapter where it's more like fan-made art instead of art made by yourself?
Definitely. I mean, there is a chapter set aside for that. I'll give you that little insight into the project. There is a chapter sort of just designed solely for that type of thing.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's just a case of sort of reaching out to people. Like, well, you saw Stash mentioned the other day on the show, the NFT beat. You know, we've had a chat, and there's a few sort of initial conversations taking place around that.
Yeah, when I saw the difference between chapter 1 and chapter 2, and you said there was 10 chapters, I was pretty excited because I'm sure these are going to be getting more and more different as the chapters go on.
They will. And it's, you know, you're looking at pixel art at the moment, but it's not to say it's always going to be pixel art all the way through either. So there's something else you can take away.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking exactly. Like, I figure this is going to be an evolving project, and I don't know if you feel comfortable like talking too much about like the numbers, but like, what would you say, if you could say, would be like, you know, the lowest edition set for a series? You know, right now there's 20,000 in chapter 1. But chapter 10 only have like 100, you know, NFTs, or I'm just curious, like, what would your smallest collection look like to you if you could talk about that at all?
What, as in like the number of NFTs that are in that chapter, you mean?
Right, yeah, because right now there's only 20,000 in chapter 1, and there's like 8 billion people on the planet, so there's not enough already. I'm just curious, like, how much more limited are these chapters going to start to get?
Oh, no, they come right down. So some chapters may only be, you know, under 100.
Oh, fuck me. All right. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Oh, this is where we all start the fist fight in the playground for toys again.
Don't hit me, Ken.
Depends on how cute your NFT is, bro.
You're gonna rob me for my NFT? Now that's Philly shit.
That's what I'm telling you. The friends I had growing up, bro, if you had a better toy than me, we might not be friends anymore, but I might have your toy now.
Hey, I'm from Chicago area, so I've definitely gotten beat up for my toys before.
By my friends, right? By a friend.
Yeah, I mean, by friends. Like, you're cool the next day, but you definitely traded toys and it wasn't your choice.
Definitely traded toys and it wasn't your choice.
Boom, we traded. Love you.
If you didn't have friends like that, you didn't have real friends growing up. I'm telling you, people would argue that wasn't a real friend, but that was a friend who kept it real. That was a
you develop thick skin, and it's good for you, I think, eventually.
Basically, when you went over their house, you stole some shit from them and just didn't let them know, and you got even on the universal level. sleep with
At
their
least a
mom. when
Twinkie or a ho-ho.
You just sleep with their mom when you turn 17 or something, right? You know
Oh
what I
my.
mean?
I didn't do that one, but I mean.
Two different moms.
Oh, wow, dude.
These bullies know who they were.
You're going to be like, you need a movie similar to kind of like Joe Dirt style, but it's like The Legend of Ken Bozak. It just shows your escapades.
Do you shave your pubes like that? Nah, they just grow in that way.
They just grow in all white trashy like that.
I know it was
That's
his
awesome.
chest hair. I know it was his chest hair, but it wasn't as funny.
He had some flowing chest locks. I will say that.
I love this, bro. So, is there anything special happening when these sell out? Because it's halfway there. It's been pretty quick to get to this point. And at the price point they're at, considering the secondary market on the individuals, it's a pretty good, I don't want to, no financial advice, but it's just like from the buying a toy, it's a really good price for everything that's really been put into it. So is there anything that you have kind of planned for like the day it sells out or anything like that? Or should we keep an eye out for anything special? Just out of curiosity, because it seems like you might be a Mad Hatter, and I'm just trying to ask you some Mad Hatter type questions.
Like a festival or blimp, even?
I think, yeah, that sounds good. I might get a bear.
Get a bear. I'll wrestle a bear. No, I'm not doing that. You wrestle a bear.
I don't know if I'd wrestle a bear.
Do it. I dare you. Triple dog dare you.
I've got to do it now.
Oh shit! That's such a dick move.
Yeah, but wait till he gets done wrestling the bear, and then Triple Dog dares you to do something, because then you can't back out. This is how things escalate. I've been to middle school. Stop it now.
That's how you get your tongue stuck to a pole.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. It only keeps getting crazier.
Yeah. Yeah, but like an imposter punk festival or even just an airdrop. Like
Well, yeah,
anything
it
cool
would be
happening?
cool to see like a live stream event or Decentraland event, anything cool. Yeah, exactly. Just curious, like, or would you even be interested in something? I don't even know. Just wanted to bring it up because it seems like it should be celebrated, right, when this sells out.
Yeah. No, it's a good. I mean, the original plan was to sell out, then drop the next chapter. So it was like literally chapter 2 wouldn't come until chapter 1 was out there, and then that teed up the next chapter. But no, I haven't really thought of it as a celebratory thing, and I quite like it. So yeah, I might give that some thought. Get the bear costume out, get a live stream going.
Fireworks.
Yes.
Some grain alcohol.
I think me and Stash
a
could
couple
arrange.
fishing poles.
Me and Stash could probably arrange flying out to the UK for the 10th chapter series finale party, bro.
Stash is like, damn it.
I
You just made me fly to the
You're
UK.
100%. Yeah, I just
You
volunteered.
just volunteered me to fly like to another
You
country.
can't say no now, otherwise he's a dick.
You can. Many people saw you offer, Stash. We saw you offer to do this right now. But yeah. I mean, that sounds amazing. I think that seeing a Ken and Stash imposter punk together while they're together with you would be pretty dope.
I just wanted to be a part of the party, and like that's why I mentioned, hopefully there was some kind of celebration at the end of this sale. Even if it's just like you said, just you doing a live stream, or maybe the community can put something together. It could just be like a decentralized celebration. We can all
Yeah, I'm pulling for that blimp, dude.
I know
Let's do that blimp.
I'll be celebrating on my own. And I am the mint number 1 pack holder, so it's
True.
mine.
Definitely a big celebration at the end of chapter 10.
Yeah, we'll
See
get
what
the
I'm
blimp.
saying?
We're doing the blimp.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Yeah.
We're doing a blimp. I want to be in the blimp if I get a blimp. That's why else would you get a blimp if you can't be in it?
What else is there in life?
I don't know, man. Hot
I
air
got my own
balloons?
blimp.
It's like a poor man's blimp.
Yeah.
The
I'll
hot
take
air
a poor
balloon.
man's blimp.
The hot air balloon's a poor man. Who the fuck? called
Books are for dead people.
God, dude, my quotes are so bad. It's
They're
like
getting better.
the Book of Dyslexic Quotes by Ken Bozak.
Mint it.
Fucking God, I'm an idiot. All right, Pete
Start
the
minting a quote per day.
Imposter Punks Chapter 1 is almost sold out. If you haven't
Oi,
already
oi.
picked one up, go ahead and get it. It's imposterpunks.com, right? I think. Isn't that what it was?
That's the website, yeah.
Yeah, you got the .com. It's so hard to remember when people get a .com or a whatever. Here's a link to the drops right now that are happening if you're watching the live stream. If you're in the chat, I'll bring it up on the air right here. You can see it's neftyblocks.com/c/imposterpunk. Oh, yeah, there's no S. Imposter Punk.
That's you got off 12 characters.
Yeah, I hate that, man. It really fucks with the vibe. So you sold 920. There's about 1,045 left. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up 4 more. And I'm going to send out some of these to people in the community. I'll do a few, do a giveaway with one, but I already have some people in mind that I know, I'd love to have one of these. And so there's not going to be many of these left on the market after today, I'd imagine. And soon after that, Chapter 2 will be dropping as soon as Chapter 1 is sold out, bro.
That's right, yeah. And then I'm ordering the blimp, and then we're on our way.
We're going to be in bear costumes.
I was going to say blimps and bears and buds.
With fishing poles. We're going to be fishing.
Fishing from the blimp. Fishing from the blimp in bear suits.
Can you see that picture with the giant fish now?
I can see it right now. Oh, bro, it feels so
Manifestation.
Good with the wind in my bear hair fur, bro.
Manifestation. Let's make this happen.
Dude,
bear blimps.
I wanted to have you on the podcast as a way to just say sorry to your face for kind of shitting on it when I first came onto my thing. I was just like, it seems so lazy. Just on first appearance, it seemed lazy, and I was just like, kind of like not interested. And then Stash kind of talked more about it. I was like, really though? Like, that's a lot of work. And then I went to the website and started looking. I was like, yeah, man, this was very well thought out, and I just wanted to say sorry for not giving you the respect it deserved right from a first appearance. But come to find out, in the middle of the podcast, you said that was on purpose, and it worked. It really did. I was just like, oh, what is that? And then kind of like the more I wasn't interested, the more maybe want to look into it because it looked interesting. I got very interested, and I feel like that's that grassroots effect that you were looking for. It wasn't really, because a celebrity was like fucking promoting it. It was just because it is what it is. And I think the more people understand how gamified these NFTs are, and, as you start to get more into your chapters, I think it'll be more obvious, but people are still going to have to join your community, because the metadata doesn't give them all the information.
Definitely. There's more metadata in Chapter 2, but yeah, Chapter 1, maybe, yeah, like you said, it's an intentional thing to get people to ask the question.
Right, and I didn't have to buy anything from scalpers off the secondary market for 10 times what they paid for it from your drop. And that's what a lot of projects, I think, have a problem with, is when they over promote, they actually make more scalpers and investors than they actually do collectors and players. And what you're doing is kind of avoiding that, secondary market problem where things cost too much for people to even start getting involved and actually genuinely want to be involved and not just make a quick flip. So I think everything's sort of riding out right on everything you're doing, bro. And I look forward to Chapter 2. It's imposterpunks.com. And Nathan, I know you have some stuff dropping and everything. I do want to let people know one more time before I go. As always, every single day, I have my $1 NFTs for sale. They're only $1, and they're being turned into Uplithium mining batteries by Corey. Right now, 4,848. Oh, wow, 4,848 have sold. So they're only $1 each. It is the theme song to the podcast, and it's art by AJ, vocals by Corey, produced by M Blue of Uplift. And yeah, $1 right there, and that's my spiel. Nathan, you have anything for the viewers before we go?
I do, actually. Tomorrow I'll be dropping some art. I'm gonna tease it later today, and I'll be doing it right this time. I got it halfway right last time, and I think that with a little help from my friends, I'm gonna get it right this time, because I've consulted with some peeps. One thing I want to bring up though is it's Friday, which means we have a fresh opportunity to kind of take some time for ourselves. and even call the people that we love. So call your mom, your dad, your brother, sister, your best friend, whoever it is, even somebody that you hate, and say, I love you. And that's all I got.
I posted a link.
And Dutchie for president.
Yeah, Dutchie for president.
Dutchie!
The digital asset, shout out to Sebastian, posted a link to your sales. You have the decentralized love available right now for $30.12. Looks like there's 2, 4, 5 of those available. All of these are not cheap, bros. There's only a few left for $30. So if you're interested,
I usually sell them for about $12.22, and the number one I usually do for $22.22. And then they make their way into the secondary market, and people have actually been reselling them and doing decent, I think, somebody told me. But I don't really check that part. All I care is giving it out to people for that right price and letting them have some beautiful artwork and not paying $1,000 and like $50 fee and all that stuff. So, I just want to kind of bring art to wax
and
in a different way.
Pete the creator, anything you wanted to say before we go that we get a chance to help you mention?
Well, one question I've got is whether you're actually ever going to open that pack.
The mint one?
Yeah.
No, not even.
Probably not. Dude.
No.
I heard you don't open packs.
Nope.
If packs are safe, if you've got one that you just want safe, send it to Ken.
I don't open packs, bro. I went to the market, I bought the imposter punks I wanted, and I'm the kind of guy that buys 2 cakes so I could have my cake and eat it too.
I love that. That's a t-shirt right there. I bought 2 cakes and you have the thing in the background. Hey, did you ever open that Garbage Pail Kids #1? Isn't that crazy?
I have a Our Planet mint #1. I have Atari pack mint #1. I have quite a bit of different mint #1 packs across the board that I just made sure that was my.
That's dope.
That's my When Lambo. Are these mint ones? An Imposter Punks mint 1 is a part of the When Lambo collection. Mint 1s now.
Yeah, get a Lambo buying and selling NFTs instead of like.
That's the problem. The problem is though,
Lambo,
I'm gonna want my NFT more than the Lambo. So that's my.
Turn the Lambo into an NFT.
Somebody get me a Lambo NFT and then I'll buy it. That's the fucking way to get me to buy a Lambo.
Champion.
I think Our Planet has Lambos now. Anyway, we could do this all day. Pete, dude, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. The community loves what you're doing, and I'm again, you got me as a supporter and a collector now. Looking forward to chapter 2. Bros, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to Miss Teen Crypto. I see you in the chat. Everybody, whoa, where did my chat go? There we go. Over here. Digital
we love you, chat.
Mr. Drumstick, I miss you already, man. Come back to Miami, bro.
So fun hanging out.
3D Douglas, love you, miss you.
Thanks again for the help.
We got Motorhead Racing. Oh wow, I'll collaborate with you. That's awesome, bro. Let's do it. I hope you were talking to me.
You're like, I hope so. I think. Well, he is now.
We got the Dingleberries. How goes it? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Shout out to Al Bundy. I love
Dingleberries.
Whatever your username is, Alan Moorestown fucking Wizards, whatever you say.
Change it.
That
too long.
username is no. Their username's cool as shit looking. Hold on, I'm gonna copy it.
What is it?
I don't know.
You're like, I can't say it, but it looks awesome.
Nobody can say that unless you're from Mars, and that's why I love it. It's like how Elon.
Are you discriminating against Martians right now? Because I won't have that.
I'm respecting the shit out of that username. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Namaste. All right. I love you all. Have a day.
Love you. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Hello, happy bros. Hey, you're about to get a face full of the Ken Bozak. He's a mentor. That's what I heard. He's a connector. Oh, yeah. He's a brilliant leader. I've seen it. He's Ken Bozak. Oh, happy bro. You gotta get some Bitcoin and hold it. Happy bros. You gotta get those NFTs and you gotta hodl that stuff. You gotta hodl it. 'Cause I'm Ken bro. We got your Bitcoin, bro. He's an original. Buy some NFTs and hold them. How many times does he have to tell you? Going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. gonna get real high. We're gonna get real high. We're gonna get real high. We're gonna get real high. Yeah, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Bro, we're going to the moon. Oh yeah, we're going to the moon. We're gonna get real high. Real high.
Yep.
Real high. Hello, happy bros. Come get some Ken Bozak.